Tonight we're talking baby meatballs, the return of Rico Suave Ron, and we're headed to Atlanta City. Yeah! And plus, you guys don't want to miss our juicy news and gossip and our meatball of the week. Woo! Yes. On Jersey Shore After Show. Yeah, buddy.
Yeah. You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Jerzday, back at it. Oh my gosh, yes, Atlantic City. I am so excited to be back, you guys. I'm your host, Stacey Olivas, and tonight we are recapping episode 10, season 2 of Jersey Shore Family Vacation. And
what a drag.
What a damn drag, literally.
Seriously.
Woo. What were your... Oh, before we begin, I'm here with my girl.
What's up, everybody? I'm DJ, a.k.a. Big Mama DJ. How's it going?
And Staycation. And we're missing two of our co-hosts, Kiki Boom Boom and
Justine.
But they'll be back next week.
Yes.
The Jersey Shore
Hopefully all four of us will be back together again.
Woo, you guys. Okay, so... tonight's episode, what were your overall thoughts? So much was going on. There was babies in the mix, so many changes. We were hopping around a lot. Did you notice that?
Yeah, there's a lot. There was a lot going on this episode. Yeah, we started with the baby gender reveal, which was fun.
Definitely.
And then, of course, Ron comes in after that whole...
Rico Suave Ron.
I know.
Out of
He came in like so smooth. Like he just snuck up on them like, oh, hey guys, what's up? Like a surprise.
Like, hey, nothing's happened.
Yeah.
You guys are just like... Vinny said, oh yeah, he's like, he's like Bigfoot. We saw him all over TMZ, and we saw all the news and craziness like we were watching, you know?
Yeah.
But we're actually seeing him in person now.
It's crazy.
What did you think of him coming to the party? And
like literally, I think that's what Mike said. He felt like he saw a ghost or something like that. That's literally how we all felt when we saw him come through. So yeah, that, and then also
the gender reveal.
The gender reveal was so sweet.
Gosh.
Oh my goodness,
that was so cute.
It was. And I just love the message, like the emotional message after the reveal and everything. It was just,
and they're having
so
a boy.
Happy for them. I know.
So
and it's
cute.
Like, and then she's going to name it after her husband and her dad. I'm like, oh. That was so
I
sweet.
thought it was kind of interesting seeing them in this family mode, though, because usually we're seeing them in Vegas, partying it up, getting crazy, or even though they're a little bit older now, they're still getting a little wild in Vegas. And then now we see them at like a house, at like a not a birthday party, but like a kind of gender reveal type party.
Yeah, they are like actual adults right now. They're like, they've officially like moved on with their lives. Snooki with her daughter, Sissy, which was so cute.
Was so cute. She's like a mini Snooks.
I know. I loved seeing them together and just her feeding her daughter. I was like, oh, so cute. Just having a mommy-daughter moment. But yeah, it was just so interesting to see them.
I was just really weirded out. Because I was like, this is like a family party. It was weird because usually we're seeing them like go crazy, joking around, doing something crazy. And then here they're with their like significant others, some of them. So they are acting a little different too.
Yeah, this was definitely, we saw some new sides of them this episode for sure.
Yeah. Dina wasn't like, dancing on the tables or anything like
or
that,
getting
like
drunk or running from the cops.
But I really did think that was really cute when she mentioned the deers. And how she's going to name her baby boy after her dad.
It was such a sweet moment.
John, I think it was.
Christopher John.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It was such a sweet moment. And you know what's so weird? Like, I was surprised Angelina's wasn't there.
Right?
I mean, I guess maybe this was just more so like a personal, like close family type of moment.
I'm sure they invited her. They had to invite her. The whole production crew was there.
That's true.
I wonder where I know usually she's at everything.
Maybe she was busy fighting with her fiancés.
Oh man, we'll get to that soon. Yes. Okay.
We got a lot to talk about.
But overall, the gender reveal, I thought it was a cute, like, it was interesting opening too. Because I thought we were going to lead into something like a little bit more drama or anything. But it started slow, but then the drama
crept up on us. I think it crept up when Ronnie actually stepped in, and then when they brought up the whole Jen situation, because that's what Vinny and Mike asked him about, and we all wanted to know, hey Ron, what happened?
Okay, so Vinny and Mike, Big Daddy Sitch, I love saying that. They asked him like, what the heck happened when he was sitting on the couch with them? And what did you think of Ronnie's response to their question and kind of like just brushing like, hey, it was nothing?
Honestly, that was such a frustrating moment. Like I was literally cringing. I was just like, and I felt it was uncomfortable. It was awkward, and you saw that and felt that with Vinny and Mike. They were just looking at him like, okay. And then Ron's just trying to brush it off like, yeah, it was an accident. Yeah, I mean, she didn't really drag me. I just kind of fell while holding the door. Like,
and that's what Vinny asked. He's like, were you dragged? And then situation was like, I keep calling him situation, Mike's, he asked him, how did you end up outside of the car?
Yeah. It just wasn't making any sense. And Ron is just, because honestly, Ron is trying so hard to like not make Jen look like the most evil person, which, you know, she probably is. We all saw the news reports. His arm was all messed up and like.
We've seen the live videos on Instagram.
Exactly.
We've seen everything. We're here, the arrests,
Ron.
the mugshots, they're all out there.
Ron. It's
and that's what it was interesting. He said it is a misunderstanding. He said like, yeah, I got caught. I was trying to get out, but I got caught in the seatbelt, I guess, and then she took off, and then it was an accident. But if you take off and he's being dragged, how long are you going to drag him for?
Seriously.
That was, and then even Vinny was like, he went over dividers, 3 tires were popped. That takes quite a while. I believe she was in a rage. But I also think it was interesting that he didn't really talk about it, because before he was really open about talking about it and going to them with his problems. So I think now he's kind of taking Pauly Ds advice. Like previously, Pauly D said, you know, you should keep this off like social media and stuff. And I also think he doesn't want to talk bad about her on camera.
That's true. So maybe he was just trying to play it off like it was nothing. Maybe after the cameras weren't rolling, that's when they really had a discussion about it. But I don't know. I don't know.
I think because he knows they're just going to say break up with her, and he just doesn't want to hear that anymore because he's going to stay.
Of course. He already knows how we all feel, or how they all feel. Like, it's just not good.
He said they're going to try to work things out. They're going to go to couples therapy, and it's like school, and you take a final, and it's going to be all great.
Oh, gosh.
Do you think it's going to help?
No. Honestly, I think the point of therapy is to make you realize like certain things, to make you realize if you are meant to be together or not.
It shouldn't get to this extreme though.
Exactly.
Like it's gotten to an extreme where it's like, okay, this is like now physically dangerous for you.
Exactly. Forget therapy. Like it should be done.
Yeah.
Your life
But it
was
gets
threatened.
to that point. Therapy's like for like, okay, let's work, you know, I don't know, because I guess people can change. I have that hope, but this situation, I'm
Regardless,
like, this is a situation.
Ronnie and Jen situation needs to be over and done with. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, and Vinny is extremely like terrified of this.
He is.
They're all really
yeah.
concerned.
I'm scared. Like I'm scared for them. I wouldn't want to be in the same room as Ronnie and Jen.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Especially Jen. She scares me.
You don't know when she's gonna flip.
Well,
going into more lighter, you know, funner vibes, the crew heads to Dave & Buster's. I love this though, because you go to like the most down to earth place,
Exactly.
like Dave & Buster's to celebrate Pauly D and Big Daddy Sitch's birthday. What'd you think of that whole celebration?
I love it. I mean, it just honestly, it goes to show how just real they are, and that's what makes them so lovable. That's what makes the cast
right?
such a lovable cast. Exactly, because you know I go to Dave & Buster's. Like I love it. It's like Snooki said, it was like the adult for like arcades for adult or whatever. So it's just like I'm like, yeah, I loved it.
I think they're relatable, and they also keep that down to earth aspect about them, even though they're making like millions.
Yeah, I forget they're like millionaires. So it's crazy. I forget Pauly D is like super famous all over the place. Like when they had all the whole hotel decked out in his faces and balloons, I'm just like, oh yeah, that's right. He is a celebrity. That's cool.
Yeah, and so they're all hanging out, playing games, doing everything, and then Vinny and Angelina's interactions. What did you think about those interactions? Do you think that they are going to hook up? I want to know that.
I mean,
or they have hooked up during this season, maybe, and it hasn't been caught on film.
I honestly don't know, but again, I wouldn't be surprised. I really wouldn't. But you know, I'm really sure they're purposely trying to like spark up this tension for viewership.
Do you think it's just for viewership?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely.
It has to be for some. You know, what else are they going to do?
I mean,
it keeps some scandals going
things
down.
Interesting. I mean, that's why we're having this conversation. Like, oh, are they going to hook up because of that weird sexual tension between them?
I think he still kind of has a crush on her, though. A little bit.
Yeah,
a little bit.
Maybe. I mean, I definitely know he wants to bang her for sure.
Oh man, this is
so frustrating.
Crazy. These relationships are getting like crazy. And can you tell the fans where they can find some more craziness, some more drama all over AfterBuzz?
Aside from all the Jersey Shore drama, AfterBuzzers, our network produces after shows for nearly all your favorite TV shows, from dramas, reality TV, sci-fi, and more. There is no network that works harder to serve television fans. But we need your help. We're asking that you please subscribe to one or more of our YouTube channels. By subscribing to our channel, YouTube will suggest content that's tailor-made for you, and you'll help AfterBuzz continue to grow. And if you're worried about pesky notifications, don't be, because they're optional. So hit that subscribe button for now and this channel, and check out our other AfterBuzz YouTube channels as well. Let us know you did in the comments, and we'll thank you on air. But for now, thanks for being the best fans and for helping us be the ESPN of TV talk.
We love you guys. And you guys can go on iTunes and give us 5 stars and leave your comments there. You can also catch us all over Spotify now.
Yes.
We're going international. Well, we are international, but I mean, we're going bigger.
I mean,
all over
bigger and better every day.
All over the internet.
Yeah, buddy.
I want to say the internets.
I know,
Everything
right?
I want to add the S
Every
to.
word, yeah, exactly. Now I'm starting to do that when I'm just talking to people, and everyone's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm
Hey,
sorry, it's a Jersey
peoples.
Shore like situation thing."
Okay, so talking about Jersey Shore and like moving on from the Jersey Shore, they leave the Jersey and they head out to Atlantic City
Yes.
for Pauly D's gig. They're all down to celebrate, kind of probably like his birthday too, just to get crazy with him. But the big thing, okay, so Ron shows up solo. Did you think he was going to bring Jen?
I honestly did.
I thought so too. I thought he.
So I was surprised when he showed up solo, but I was, relieved like the rest of the cast. Where I know Vinny especially was very relieved because I think he was like the most scared.
They were all like Tim. They were all scared. They're like, he's gonna show up with Jen. It's gonna be a lot of drama, and it's gonna ruin our trip.
Oh yeah,
I think they're all like on edge about this
because
JWoww,
they're
all of
traumatized
them.
by the whole Vegas situation.
How do you view? I mean, after that, how do you view her? Like, how do you interact with her after they know she's dragged their friend with a car?
Seriously. They're all scared. They are really scared.
It's like a different level of scared now. Now it's no longer like Sammy, Ron, like, oh God, it's that drama again. Now it's like,
This is like 1,000 times worse than the Ronnie and Sam situation.
right? It's heightened.
It's scary.
But speaking of couples that are kind of getting a little drama and crazy between each other, so we're introduced to Chris, Angelina's fiance.
Yes.
What did you think about their interactions? I mean, everyone was excited to meet them. Vinny was kind of like excited too.
It was definitely interesting, I will say.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, it was funny, though. It was very entertaining. They're bickering back and forth. Like, one of them said they argue like an old couple, an old married couple.
Is that how Staten Island couples marry, argue?
There's what I find with Staten Island people, there's like an aggression
Really?
in the way that they talk.
I've never been there, so I have no idea.
I mean, I've never actually physically been there, but I mean, from what I've seen, I mean, based on reputation and all
Yeah.
that, there's just an aggressive way of how they talk.
Kind of like sarcastic, like upfront, like.
Exactly. So I think maybe it's normal for them to kind of bicker back and forth.
Yeah.
So that's why it was kind of entertaining to see. I'm just like, well, I mean, it doesn't look emotional. It's not like she's breaking down crying
Yeah.
or punching holes through the walls or anything. It's not like a Ronnie and Sam or Ronnie and Jen's
Yeah.
type of bickering. But, it was just like they argue over the littlest things like hot dogs. Like, what? They were like, oh, something about a hot dog store. And then they were just like arguing over food.
It's totally like that married couple. Yeah, that old married couple that bickers over like the dumbest things.
What I found so funny, though, was that Vinny was just like, oh, I'm just happy that Angelina has a distraction now, so I get a break from her instigating the fights, because she has just a habit of instigating the fights, I
with
see.
him.
But, it was just interesting how Vinny was just like, yo, I actually really like Chris. Like, they actually all liked him.
They liked him, and she actually had this talk with him before and said, can you not start drama because I'm trying to get into this family. She's still trying, and she's still trying to be accepted by all of them. And I thought that was interesting because he really went with that. And at the dinner, I think they do like him because they saw how he reacted, because JWoww, I feel like, wanted to start some drama.
Oh, yeah.
And she mentioned that, she's like, did you know that they had sex between Angelina and Vinny?
I was shocked. I was like, JWoww, really?
I didn't think she was going to take it there.
I didn't think so either. JWoww never usually takes it there.
Well, I don't know.
I mean,
In past situations, she kind of just throws things out there, and it's like, whoa, like drama.
but that...
I think deep down inside, she still has like a little bit of like hatred towards Angelina,
Oh, of
a little
course.
bit, and like throws jabs at her. Because you notice when Angelina's kind of like, I mean, showing off her, kind of not showing off her man, but bringing her new boo around, kind of happy, peaceful. Do you see like JWoww like throws little jabs at her?
Oh, yeah. There's always some shade being thrown.
Some
between
shade,
them.
right? I thought she was doing it to be spiteful. I thought she was just going to start drama for it. And I also think it might have something to do with her, issues with Roger, because
Maybe.
he's not there. Where is he?
Maybe.
Where is Roger in this episode?
I know. I was really surprised and disappointed, but obviously now knowing what we know now, I mean, we kind of like understand they were probably going through some issues during that time.
Yeah. I thought that was uncalled for, though, mentioning the whole sex between. And then what did Chris said something like he's like, yeah, he's a good looking guy.
Chris actually took it surprisingly well, I guess. I thought he was literally about to just go off and like flip tables or something like that.
Yeah, because he's kind of like a macho type man.
Yeah, but he
took it in like a confident way, like, oh well. Like, I mean, I think he hesitated a little bit.
Didn't he already know? He probably should know. I mean, everybody knows.
But still, I mean, being in the presence of another guy that was with your girl.
That's awkward.
And you're getting married to her.
Yeah.
And they were talking about a little bit how they met. They were together for like 7 months, and they were bickering over that before they got engaged.
He was just like, oh, we were together for almost a year. And she was like, no, it wasn't a year, it was 7 months. And he's like, oh, no, that's why I said almost. And they started like arguing back and forth about that. I'm like, okay, it's not that big of a deal, guys. I mean, come on.
I don't think their arguing is too bad, like an super unhealthy relationship where it's like calling each other names and like spiteful and mean. I think it's more just like bickering.
A little, just
maybe it is a Staten Island thing. I don't know, fans. What do you think?
I think so.
You think so? I've never been there, so I have no idea. But I've just seen the movies. Like, they were quoting the Goodfellas movie.
Oh, yeah.
Did you see that? That was so funny. That was cute. Yeah, so I don't know. And then Ronnie's at dinner, hanging out with all of them. And then, of course, I just feel like he's so emotionally invested and just a wreck. Just sitting there like he's there with the crew, but he's not like actually engaged with them. He's on his phone, like texting her. I feel like there's like an addiction to this relationship.
Like he can go from 0 to 100, like, and the whole squad like knows when he's going through something because he's on his phone's ringing up a storm, and he's just shaking his head like, oh my gosh, like everybody knew what was going on. It just made that whole situation awkward. Like you saw everybody's expressions on their faces, and they were just like, oh boy, here we go.
Oh my God, thinking of this now, I understand how. I get that. Like, I understand. I probably was that person before where it's like, oh, more drama with this relationship, more drama. And everyone's just like, what now? Like, we're out, we're trying to have fun, and there's more.
And then he gets up out of nowhere.
And then he tells them that Jen is here. Oh.
The way he set it up, though, he's like, everybody, I have an announcement to make. Jen's here, and she's going to be joining us, and I would love... the thing is, before he was just like saying, oh, I would love for her to join us, he was just like saying, oh, we've been going through some problems, but I would still love for her to come out. Like, really? While you're going through your issues?
It's just going to be more drama. I feel like production kind of is like pushing this, too.
Of course, definitely.
Like, come, Jen, come. We'll pay for your flight. Yeah. Come party. When she probably doesn't want him out there partying by himself. So single Ron, as DJ Pauly D said on the stage. Single Ron in the building when she took off in the next episode.
Oh, man. That episode's going to be crazy.
But we have so much more to discuss, but we want to head on to Meatball of the Week. Who is our little Meatball of the Week?
Yes, little baby Meatball, Melanie. So cute.
Woo! She's so cute.
It was such a cute picture when I saw it on
Is it Melanie? Melanie.
It's Melanie.
Melanie.
I always mess up on that name. I'm sorry. Melanie.
Oh, she's so cute.
She is so adorable. She has her little headphones on. I can't tell if she's sleeping or what's going on, but it's such a cute picture.
She looks so adorable. She looks like a mini JWoww.
She does.
I was watching their stories, and because like her and Rob, we'll talk about the news a little bit too.
Let's
move on into that because we don't have that much time. Let's move on to the news.
Oh yeah. News and gossip.
So JWoww and Roger have reportedly got back together, and the divorce is not going through anymore.
I mean,
what do you think?
I'm hopeful for them.
Do you think this was for the show, like the divorcing? Do you think this was planned for publicity? That's my biggest question.
I honestly, maybe a little bit. I do believe that they had prior issues, before the show even started again. But, when I did hear the news for the first time when she was filing for the divorce, I was like, what? Like, my heart was breaking a little bit because I was rooting for them.
Yeah.
But now, seeing that they just celebrated their anniversary.
They celebrated their anniversary together. We were watching, if you guys go to his Instagram, on Roger's Instagram, he posted a video of him getting a carriage with horses for JWoww to ride in to celebrate their anniversary, and they went to dinner, and it all made his whole thing about trying to win her back.
Yeah, I think it's part of his plan, and I think it is definitely working. He's just trying to just smooth it all out, kind of just pull her back in.
I want to know what happened. Fans, if anybody knows what went down between the couple, please tell us, because we are so curious. Was there cheating going on? Was there fighting going on? What was it? Was it her being back on Jersey Shore?
I think that had a lot to do with it.
I think it has a lot to do with the other couples too, a little bit. Like I agree with you because about Snooki, like Snooki's man is not present. We don't see him at all.
Exactly. So I think it's just the whole hype of the show and then the whole celebrity life, like the fame. I don't know if they can handle all that.
And they're gone a lot of time. They're probably on press tours all the time.
They're worried about them cheating because, Jersey Shore back in the day and their wild life.
They were going wild before. I think Pauly D has it all right.
I know, right?
I'm going to be DJing across the world. I'm going to be single.
What is he saying?
Living my
relationships are mad hard.
He goes, I like Atlantic City this time of year.
I love it. I love it.
I think he's got and Mike and his wife. I think the Laurens and him got a good thing going on.
Surprisingly. Because they've been together for 10 years.
Yeah.
And even while he was, doing his old other Jersey Shore stuff, she was still around. So that's impressive.
And then I was looking at Jen, Ronnie's girlfriend, her Instagram recently, and on her story, she posted, if you guys go to Jersey Shore MTV News, you will see all this stuff. He has like the best news.
Yes.
And on her story, they asked her, do you wish that Ronnie and wouldn't be on the show anymore? Like he would just leave the show.
Yeah.
And she put, duh. Like, would it help your relationship? And she put, duh.
Yeah. And
I don't think it has anything to do.
There was another question because it was like all over her Instagram story.
Yeah.
And she was just like saying, oh, ask me anything, ask me a question. And a fan actually asked her, why did you drag Ronnie with the car? And she was just like saying how, this has just been really basically kind of just playing it off like everybody kind of just
drags people?
Not even drag people, but like the actual story, like it wasn't like how it happened, So she was just trying to say like, that's not exactly how it happened. This is all like for publicity. People are just trying to, put little false information in there or something. I have no idea.
I just don't understand it because it's like if you got arrested, there was a reason for that. Like you did something.
Exactly.
There was some sort of an assault that went on.
She's obviously trying to protect her image, but it's not working.
I just hope it's not
Jen.
all for the show. Please don't let it all be for the show because this is getting very dangerous.
Yeah, it is getting super dangerous.
Before we head out, what are your predictions for next week?
Predictions.
And now, your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
Okay. Next week, OMG, Jen is in the building.
Yes.
She's up in AC, and there's already drama. First night out, and she's storming off. Pauly D's doing his thing, DJing, and gives a shout out to single Ronnie's in the building.
Oh my gosh, that was my
I don't know if that's
favorite,
going to
though.
make things worse.
I think it's going to make things worse.
Oh, I don't know.
I mean, because Ronnie is in a situation where he's with Pauly and Vinny, who are both single. They're all partying. Ronnie is kind of, known to be with the ladies. So she's just...
It's not going to be the same.
She's home with her baby. He's out partying, Jersey style.
Every time when she's around, when they're together, you just see a whole different side of Ron.
But she wanted to come. So if you're going to come, live it up with him.
She just wanted to come through just so that she can, again, control Ronnie and, make his life miserable, I
Maybe
feel.
be on the show.
That too.
She's very active on social media. I think she does want to be on the show.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you guys, let us know what you think. Let us know what you thought about the episode. Let us know your predictions because we want to hear them all. I'm Stacey Olivas. You can catch me all over social media at Stacey Olivas.
Yes, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'm DJ, aka Djenane. You can find me on Instagram at JenaneBeau.
Woo! Guys, thanks so much for watching. Cabs are here.
Cabs are here.
Woo!
Woo!
Our founder, Keven Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.